Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's Sean with Paycheck to Portfolio. First, I wanted to start out by wishing everybody a happy Memorial Day and want to thank all who have served and who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom so we have the opportunity to talk about our portfolios and to live freely in our country. So thank you for your service and your sacrifice. Wanted to look at the poll I put out a few days ago. You can see how to build a 3K a month in dividend income portfolio was the top voted on item. So I'm going to jump right in here, give a quick portfolio update. Last couple days in the market have been a little bit choppy or rocky, I guess I should say. Net account value is 108,530. If you're new to my channel, all my W2 income rolls into the portfolio. I live out of the portfolio. I don't have a traditional checking account or bank account, if you will. Everything rolls in. I buy assets that pay me and or grow or both, hopefully. And then I keep that cycle going. And eventually what's going to happen is my dividends will end up paying all my expenses. And I'll be able to hopefully retire in 5 to 10 years. That's my goal. And that's essentially the power of compounding and cash flow. So we'll talk about that more. I would recommend you go check out my other videos if you're new to the channel. And I have those in a series as well. So total unrealized gains, we're sitting at 23,000. You can see unrealized Friday, we were down 1723. And if you look at my performance just quickly, you can see year to date, I'm still positive 12%. The S&P is down almost 3. The NASDAQ's down 5. The Dow's down 3.23 there, and the Russell is down 9. The 6-month mark is pretty similar. I won't go through each mark. It's obviously a little bit different here. I'm 10% there. All the other indexes are down. Let's go 3-year just so you can see a longer version of this. So I'm sitting at 73.54. The S&P is at 49, basically. The NASDAQ 65, the Dow's 33, and the Russell's 15. So just wanted to show the performance in full transparency. Real quickly looking at my estimated income here. This will ebb and flow again where the covered call ETFs are paying. So currently at the 1-year mark, I'm getting about $43,000 currently with the last payments. If you look at, it's froze up here, so I can't show you, but if you look at the 1 month, it would break down to about 4,000. Let's see if it will pop up here. It may not. Let me try to refresh this screen just real quick to see if we can get this to work so you can see it. Looks like a little bit of lag here going on in E-Trade, so I'll keep moving. But I'm going to show you a spreadsheet so we can talk about ROI and return on investment. So I have all of my dividend paying assets listed off here to the side, starting with Cornerstone all the way down through covered call ETFs, GOF, which is a closed-end fund as well. And I won't go through each one of these. I'll let you go ahead and review that in the video. So basically I have the asset, the last price, the quantity, the price that I paid, the total gains, the current value on paper. Lots of times you'll hear this was where you have erosion. Potentially versus the initial price paid. And we'll talk about that. And I talk about that in my Misty video. So actually the erosion is total gain versus value. So you can see some of these on paper look like they're eroding. But again, we'll talk about that. You have to calculate back in dividends paid, and then you'll get your ROI. So total gain, value, initial price paid. I have dividends that I've been paid, and then what the ROI is. I show an ROI example on some tabs down here, which we'll get to in a minute. And then if any funds have a special drip, I have that outlined here. And I just want to talk about that real quick. What is a special drip? A special drip, let me see. Yeah, it's still frozen up there. Basically a special drip, if you go to Cornerstone's website and you look at the net asset value, the net asset value is right here. So as of Friday, Cornerstone updates this every Friday. So as of Friday, the NAV was $6.44. The price was $7.30. And so the price from price to NAV is a 13.35% premium. So every month when Cornerstone pays you your dividend, they drip it down at the NAV. So they pay you a 21% dividend, and then you're getting an additional 13.35% drip down at the NAV. This NAV is low because they're going through they've just finished up the rights offering. So this will grow to 20, 25, 30, 35%. And you get that extra compounding by that drip at NAV feature. Going back to the spreadsheet here. Goff also drips down at a 5% to NAV discount, so I have that called out. So you can see the ROIs here. CLM over the course that I've owned it is 23.9%. This doesn't take into account the drip at NAV feature. This is just the dividends paid, the value, the initial price paid, and the dividends paid. I'll show you the example real quick just so you can see how I'm calculating this. So I have initial price that I paid, the current value, the dividends paid, and then the ROI equals the current value price minus the initial paid price plus the dividends divided by the initial paid price times 100 will give you the return on investment. So in this case, not including the NAV DRIP feature, I'm at basically a 24% return on investment there. So you can see this for each one of these investments. The only ones I'm negative on right now are Goff because that's new to my portfolio. It's something I investigated. It's more around bonds and it gives you some more diversification. So I started investing in this just a few months ago, but I plan on holding that long term. The only other one that's negative is RDTE, which is a round hill fund. And that's aligned with the Russell, which you can see has struggled a little bit with the performance. So, that's the only two that are struggling, one because it's new and the other because it's attached to the Russell. But you can see all the other ROIs have been positive. So when you see comments on the YouTube channel, oh, you're going to get NAV erosion. Oh, what are you doing? You have to calculate back in dividends to get your total return on investment. So please follow along. Make sure you understand what you're investing in so you can make the best possible decision for your financial future. So again, I showed the example here. So the question is, how do you get 3K a month, right? So if you look at my specific example, I just showed you my dividends. Let's talk about this just real quick specifically. My current dividends annually are sitting at about $43,000 currently. You can see I initially invested $109,000. Actually, I apologize. I initially invested $119,000. The current value is 109. That's the quote unquote erosion. Then you have to calculate back in dividends, and then you get my total return on investment. But with my blend, it would take $119,000 to get a $42,000 dividend return on investment currently. And again, that's going to ebb and flow with what the covered call ETFs paid. But I calculated it very simply here, just so you would see what dividend percentage blend you would need to get basically a 3K dividend account. So 50,000 would require a 72% dividend blend. It's possible, but it would be very hard. You would need a lot of MISTI or MST. You would need a lot of NVIDIA. And again, you don't want to overreach for these things. I take a very common sense approach. I don't want to go, too far in the deep end. I want common sense arbitrage that allows me to grow and to compound quickly. 75,000, you would need a 48% yield. 100,000, you would need a 36% yield. All of these funds, you can go on their website and they tell you what their annualized yields are. And that's completely transparent out there. One last thing I want to show is we do have a membership that has some tools. It has my portfolio that's updated every Friday. We have strategy calls here. We have weekly meetings that we're going to start recording. We have a general chat that folks will communicate in and join. We have a Cornerstone channel, which we update the NAV price every week. We're going to add some additional channels there. But if you go into tools, we have a calculator here, which I already have pulled up, just so you can see it. You can type in your starting portfolio value, any margin debt that you start with, your W-2 contributions. It calculates inflation rate, annual living expenses. So this calculator is built as if you're going to live out of your brokerage and that you're going to use margin to fill the gap between what your dividends won't cover. And then it will show you basically how the system works and how to compound. So in this case, with this blend, this dividend blend right here with these specific stocks, it has a dividend blend of about 47% there. Okay. So if you look at the model, at 135,000, you would be at 3,000 a month in dividends. Some drip dividends that would drip at NAV for you, some non-drip dividends that would pay you as cash, And then you can see basically it would compound every month with your W-2 investment, and you would start to break free to where your dividends cover your expenses at month 47 here, or actually month 45. Nope, it's actually month 46. So let's just highlight that to make sure we're accurate here. That's where it crosses over to where your non-drip dividends start to pay your monthly expenses in this calculator. So some really good tools. Happy to help however I can. Please feel free to reach out to me on an email, comments. I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Really enjoy talking to everybody and hope you have a great day. Talk to everybody soon.